Okay, Legend of Korra, Book 3, Episode 3, The Earth Queen. They finally get to Ba Sing Se. And the first thing they do when they get there is immediately want to talk to the queen and ask her, where are the airbenders? We're here to collect them, which sounds weird when you say collect people and bring them with us. It just sounds kind of cruel. I don't know. I'm still on that. I know, but it just seems kind of off-putting, just taking people away from their homes. But anyway, the Earth Queen is a bit of a bitch. She is a bitch. She's selfish. She's greedy, and she says she has a grudge against the Avatar because Aang destroyed parts of the Earth Kingdom when he was here, and her father just forgave him. I'm guessing that's the Earth King. I didn't know he had a daughter, but apparently so. And then gave away part of the Earth Kingdom to make Republic City, and she hates that. She wants it's her part of her land. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna get tired of her real quick. But anyway, the little kid thief, the new Airbender kid, slips away from the group because he's a thief. He can't pass up the chance of stealing gold or jewelry from all these rich people walking around in the upper city, or the upper ring. So that's what they call it. So of course everyone starts looking for him, but it's mostly just Mako and Bolin. And while they're looking for him, they get tricked by him, and now they're stuck on a train all the way to the, I would assume, the poor part of the Ba Sing Se, where all the rundown buildings and all the people just barely being able to scrape by are stealing stuff. And now they have to sleep there the night. While Korra is talking to the Earth Queen tells her, if you want my help, you have to go and do this one job for me. Collect my taxes from this part of town, because these outlaws have been stealing the tax shipments for the last 2 times. Do that for me and I will help you. Immediately you can tell she's lying. She's just trying to take advantage of the Avatar and her power. The idea of commanding the Avatar to do her bidding gets her off, I suppose. And Korra just agrees, like, okay, I'll just do what she asks. You know, no problem, no troubles. I'll do that. And then when you'll help me find the airbenders. She goes, and with Asami, and while they're doing the tax shipment, they get ambushed by these outlaws. And they dispatch them pretty easily. But one of the outlaws says, Avatar, you're on the wrong side. While he's running away. Avatar, you're on the wrong side. Those taxes belong to the people. And Korra's like, yeah, I get the feeling they do, but I really need the airbenders, and I need the Earth Queen's permission, I suppose, to find them and bring them with me. So again, you're starting to see, and I know it's not her problem. It's not her problem. This is the nation's problem. The queen is just a bitch. She has no right to interfere, or otherwise she might cause war, or a civil war, so to speak. So it makes sense. Okay, I agree with him. I hate the queen, but I have a mission. I'm just gonna, just plow on through. Ignore the problems around me. And it makes sense, as the Avatar is not her job, but it still feels uncomfortable. But, we gotta do what we gotta do. So she takes the money to the Earth Queen. And while she's doing that, Mako and Bolin run into their uncle and their cousin. And it turns out that their father had this big family back in Ba Sing Se. I mean, big. They get introduced to everyone. And there's like 20, 30 people crammed in one kind of apartment complex. It's gotta be smelly of sweat in there. And they have a gram. Oh, they have a granny. Yay. She's so sweet and elderly. I love it. I like seeing their family. Their family seems like a lot of fun. They were so proud of their brother for leaving, marrying a Fire Nation girl, and having 2 kids. He even sent a letter and a picture. But what they didn't know is that he died along with his wife. So that was very heart wrenching. See the Gram actually started crying. He was like, "Oh no, don't cry, Gram, don't cry." But they have a sweet moment of telling stories, and Granny is showing them the only letter and picture that their father ever sent to his family in Boston Say. And then Mako does something amazing by giving her the scarf. Like, you know what? This belonged to your son, and I'm sure he would want you to have it as a reminder that he still loved you. And that was fantastic. Again, I am so loving this whole Mako thing and his family. Mako, Bolin, their family. It is nice to see. It's touching. It's loving. It's warm. It gives me like a good feeling right here in my chest. It's just like, oh yes, this is good. This is really good. And then somewhere else, all the way in the Northern Tribe, Zuko and Korra's father. Apparently, Zuko stopped by the Southern Water Tribe, or either that, or Korra's father was already there for some reason. Appear before the twins. You remember them, yeah? Yeah, you remember them. And tell them, we need you guys to come with us to a secret prison over in the western part of the Northern Water Tribe. And the twins are like, finally, something exciting. We've been bored out of our minds just sitting here on these thrones, ruling over everybody. So they go and they explain that here in this prison is held a woman, a very powerful firebender who can create explosions with her mind, with the third eye. You've seen her in the trailer. It's her. And I like the little joke Zuko made. Like, I don't know, ironically, I once hired a guy who can do the same thing to kill the Avatar. And everyone just like... And Zuko was just... Well, it didn't work. It's like, I'm just laughing like, okay, Zuko, that was a good one. I like that little callback, and I like how they make it as a joke. It's like, and the fact that he can joke about it says a lot about his relationship with Aang and everyone after, after the season finale, the series finale of the first Avatar. That as time went on, the years went on, they became really good friends. Tied up that they can laugh about all the times that he hunted them down. It's good to see a glimpse of the relationship they had, and how deep their friendship was after all this time. But they finally get down to the prison, and she figures out the reason they're here is that her old group is broken out. And they're coming for her, and she's happy about that. But enough about that. They need to get to we need to get back to the business with the Earth Queen. So she did the job, but of course, like we thought, Earth Queen is a bitch. She was just using her as like, there are no airbenders here. We had the Dai Li go out and search everywhere. There are no airbenders. Now leave. It's like, well, screw you, lady. I'll find them myself. But she may never find them because apparently. Mako's family tells them that they had a neighbor who could airbend all of a sudden, and 2 Dai Li agents came in, captured them, took them away, and there are rumors that they're being experimented on. This spells bad news for the airbending kid, because now he's going around stealing things with his airbending, so of course he's outed real quickly. A Dai Li capture him and then throw him into a prison, and then it's revealed that all these new airbenders are being locked up and told, you are now serving under the Earth Queen's army. You are the first ever airbending unit serving the Earth Queen. And then just lock up the door and boom, episode ends. So immediately I'm thinking like, okay, now once again the Avatar team is going to have to attack the Earthbending Nation, all of Earth Nation, to break these airbenders out and maybe escape the Earth City, because I doubt the Earth Queen will be able to be toppled or taken off her throne with a revolution, and Korra will probably not want to start a civil war like that. But maybe it'll come to that. Who knows? Or maybe now that this is happening, Lin Beifong will come in. Maybe we'll get, and do something. I want her to come back. But all in all, there was not that much Tenzin in this one. And I was kind of glad, which is a bad thing for me to say. I like Tenzin. I loved him in the first 2 books. But the fact that I'm happy that there wasn't Tenzin in this episode kind of bodes ill with me. It bodes ill with me that he was kind of off-putting in the first episodes, so much so that I don't want to see him for a while. That's a bad sign. I don't want that. I love Tenzin and his character, but who knows? And Korra again wasn't that interesting. She was just there to show us the Earth Queen is a bitch. So again, the whole plot line with the villains escaping, Zuko going after them, and then Mako and his family are the most enjoyable parts for me. I'm getting the most enjoyment out of those 2. And the main story I would assume it's the main story because that's what Korra and Tenzin are doing, of looking for airbenders, is really not that surprising and not that interesting. I mean, I feel bad for the airbenders. Don't get me wrong. We gotta rescue them. We gotta get them out of there. But I'm not as concerned about that. I want to keep hearing the story of Zuko hunting down these criminals that have very creative bending abilities, or use their bending abilities in a creative way, and Mako and his family, which I doubt is gonna be delved into anymore, because what else is there? They met their family, they heard stories, they saw a letter of from their dad. Boom, boom, boom. They're pretty much done. But I guess now they're gonna tell Korra, I think she's imprisoning these airbenders. We gotta find the airbending kid. Through certain events, they have to sneakily do that. They go underground, find these prisons, find the airbenders, break them out, then escape the city or sort of civil war, and then take the Earth Queen down. So maybe she's the second villain I heard about. I heard about the 2 main villains, or 2 villains at all. So maybe Earth Queen is one of them, because she does seem like someone who would willingly attack and destroy an entire city or group just for her own selfish needs. So maybe I don't know. No, I'm wondering though, like this group of these evil benders, if they're gonna eventually like defeat Zuko, because I doubt that they're gonna be introduced. Zuko's gonna take them down, and then Korra would never know the wiser. That's not gonna happen. But I'm wondering how they meet up with her, because I doubt Zuko's just gonna lay down and just let them break out the final prisoner. So, not that much bending. I want to see more battles. But all in all, yeah, it's good so far. It is. There are some questionable moments. There are some very off-putting times with characters. And my interest is going to places of the episode that are being told like as if they're side stories. And when I show more interest in the side stories than I do the main story, I don't know how I should feel about that. Maybe it'll get better. Hopefully it will, and it does seem like it will. This whole possible revolution amongst the Earthbenders and the Earth Nation, the Ba Sing Se, it might happen. I mean, these outlaws might become more important. Maybe they'll become like a little mini army for the Korra to command and say, hey, we gotta take down the Earth Queen. Who knows? But I am excited. I can't wait for the 4th episode. And it's been pretty busy. 3 episodes of Legend of Korra down. Oh, man. Book 3. I can't wait to see what you have in store for me. This has been Tony Dragon, and this has been my review of the first 3 episodes of Legend of Korra. I'm going to take a nap.